When a bullet leaves the barrel, it reaches a speed of roughly 1,800 miles per hour. But humanity has built machines, multi-ton steel beasts with a pilot sitting inside, that can outrun a bullet. And not just in a straight line either. They do it while maneuvering, dodging missiles, right in the middle of a battlefield. Before we get to the list, here's a small but important technical detail. In aviation, speed is usually expressed as a Mach number. Mach 1 equals the speed of sound, which at sea level is approximately 767 miles per hour, or about 1,235 kilometers per hour. Mach 2 is twice the speed of sound. Mach 3, 3 times. Number 10. Eurofighter Typhoon. We kick off our list with Europe's joint project, the Eurofighter Typhoon. Developed together by the United Kingdom, Germany, Italy, and Spain, this aircraft can reach Mach 2.0, or roughly 1,550 miles per hour. What makes the Typhoon special is its supercruise capability, meaning it can fly at supersonic speeds without using afterburner. Most fighter jets have to light the afterburner to break the sound barrier. That's a system that sprays extra fuel into the engine to give you a burst of power, but it absolutely eats through your fuel supply. The Typhoon can cruise supersonic without any of that. This significantly extends its operational range and the amount of time it can stay in the fight. Speed isn't everything. How long you can maintain that speed matters just as much. Number 9. F-22 Raptor. The world's first operational 5th-generation fighter jet. The F-22 Raptor can reach Mach 2.25, or roughly 1,500 miles per hour. It's not at the very top of our list when it comes to raw speed, but the F-22's philosophy is completely different. This aircraft was designed to strike the enemy before they even know it's there, using stealth technology to stay invisible on radar. With its super cruise capability, it can cruise at Mach 1.82 without afterburner. There's a saying F-22 pilots like to repeat, "We see them, but they don't see us." It's the clearest example that modern air combat is no longer won with speed alone, it's won with invisibility. Sometimes it's not the fastest jet that wins, it's the one you never saw coming. Number 8. F-14 Tomcat. The legendary aircraft we all know from Top Gun. The F-14 Tomcat could reach Mach 2.34, or approximately 1,544 miles per hour. Making its first flight in 1970, the Tomcat stood out with its variable geometry wing design, meaning the wings could sweep forward and back depending on the flight speed. At low speeds, the wings spread out to generate more lift. At high speeds, they swept back to reduce aerodynamic drag. Its ability to hit a target 190 kilometers away with Phoenix missiles was nothing short of mind-blowing for its era. The US Navy retired the Tomcat in 2006, but I'm pretty sure this aircraft remains one of the most iconic planes in aviation history. Number 7. Sukhoi Su-27 Flanker. This is the jet the Soviet Union developed in the 1980s to counter America's F-15. It can reach Mach 2.35, or approximately 1,553 miles per hour. But what makes the Su-27 special isn't just its speed. This aircraft can perform a maneuver called Pugachev's Cobra, something that looks aerodynamically impossible. While flying at full speed, the jet pitches its nose up to a nearly vertical position and then snaps right back to level flight. The Su-27 family is still in active service with numerous air forces around the world, and modernized variants continue to be produced to this day. Number 6. MiG-31 Foxhound Russia's Speed Demon. The MiG-31 can hit a maximum speed of Mach 2.83, or roughly 1,860 miles per hour, and it can sustain a cruise speed of Mach 2.35 for extended periods. The MiG-31 is actually an interceptor. Its mission is to chase down and destroy enemy bombers or cruise missiles. It was designed to defend Russia's enormous airspace, which is why both speed and range were top priorities. Its radar system can track and engage multiple targets simultaneously. Born out of the Cold War's paranoid atmosphere, this aircraft is still on active duty today and has even taken on a brand new role as a carrier for the Kinjal hypersonic missile. Talk about teaching an old dog new tricks. Number 5. F-15 Eagle. One of the legendary icons of American aviation history. Making its first flight in 1972, the F-15 can reach Mach 2.5, or approximately 1,650 miles per hour. But here's the statistic that really hits you. The F-15's air-to-air combat record stands at 104-0. In documented aerial engagements, it has shot down 104 enemy aircraft without a single loss. Now, that number is debated in some circles, but it still shows just how dominant a platform the F-15 is. On top of that, this jet has been on active duty for over 50 years, and its latest high-tech variant, the F-15AX, is still being developed and delivered. The fact that a half-century-old design is still competitive is a testament to just how rock-solid the original engineering was. Number 4. MiG-25 Foxbat. This is the aircraft with arguably the most dramatic story on our entire list. Officially limited to Mach 2.83, or roughly 1,860 miles per hour, it's well known that pilots push the engines hard enough to hit Mach 3.2, that's about 2,110 miles per hour. When it first appeared in the 1960s, it caused near panic in the Western world. Satellite photos showed its massive wings, and analysts assumed it was a super agile dogfighter. In response, the United States launched the F-15 program. But then, a Soviet pilot defected to Japan in a MiG-25, and for the first time, the West got to examine the aircraft up close. The truth came out. The MiG-25's airframe wasn't made of titanium. It was largely constructed from stainless steel. It wasn't an agile dogfighter at all. It was more like a rocket that could go incredibly fast in a straight line. Even so, as a mass-produced combat aircraft capable of exceeding Mach 3, the MiG-25 has firmly secured its place in aviation history. Number 3, XB-70 Valkyrie, one of the Cold War's most insane projects. The XB-70 Valkyrie was designed as a massive strategic bomber capable of reaching Mach 3.08, or approximately 2,056 miles per hour. Powered by 6 engines, this machine could fly at Mach 3 while weighing in at over 250 tons. At high speed, its wingtips folded downward to take advantage of an aerodynamic phenomenon called compression lift. Only 2 prototypes were ever built, and the program was canceled because advancing missile technology was starting to make the whole concept of high-altitude, high-speed bombers obsolete. But the Valkyrie went down in history as a stunning demonstration of just how far humanity could push the boundaries of aerodynamics. Number 2, SR-71 Blackbird. Technically not a fighter jet, it's a strategic reconnaissance aircraft. But leaving it off this list would be a crime. The SR-71 Blackbird reached Mach 3.3, or approximately 2,193 miles per hour. Operating from 1966 to 1998, the Blackbird had over 4,000 missiles fired at it and was never once hit. Its defensive strategy was beautifully simple: fly faster. When a missile was incoming, the pilot would firewall the throttles, and the missile would burn through its fuel before it could catch up. The SR-71 flew so fast that friction heated the airframe to over 300 degrees Celsius. Because of this, the aircraft actually leaked fuel while sitting on the ground. The body panels were engineered to fit perfectly only after they expanded in flight, so when the jet was cold on the tarmac, there were gaps between the panels. That single detail tells you everything about how radical the engineering philosophy behind this machine truly was. Number 1, X-15. And at the very top of our list sits a machine that absolutely obliterated every speed record in existence. Okay, technically it was a rocket-powered experimental vehicle that was launched from under the wing of a B-52, but it was controlled by a pilot, and it had wings. The X-15 reached Mach 6.7, or approximately 4,520 miles per hour. At that speed, the aircraft's surface heated up to 650 degrees Celsius. Its airframe was built from a special nickel-chromium alloy called Inconel X, because conventional aluminum would have melted long before reaching those temperatures. The X-15 didn't just break speed records, it also reached the edge of space. This program went on to directly inspire the design of the space shuttle. When you look at all of these aircraft, you notice something they all have in common. Each one pushed, and sometimes shattered, the technological limits of its era. And behind every single one of them are thousands of engineers, technicians, and pilots who poured years of effort into making them real.